In class 11th accountancy, we are on the last chapter number 11, that is incomplete records. And incomplete records, we are doing MCQs, multiple choice questions. How these questions can be formed. See, already we completed numericals, theory part of this chapter. If you want to see, you can see previous videos, but today we are going to start MCQs. And see, I am going to show you different MCQs of this chapter. Then it will be easy for you to understand, and then you will be able to solve these questions of MCQs. First of all, okay, I am increasing the font, see, yes, one by one. First of all, single entry system. Which of the following accounts are not properly maintained under single entry system? Which of the following accounts are not properly maintained? Means, name the accounts which are not properly maintained. Not properly maintained means systematically they are not maintained. See, if we make the accounts on double entry system, we have to make three types of accounts: real account, personal account, nominal account. But when we use single entry system, then real and nominal accounts are not properly maintained. The businessman, the person who is following single entry system, will make a real account and nominal account according to his choice only. According to his choice only. Now, which of the following statements will be recorded? Okay. Yes, now discuss. Yes. See, someone wants to discuss this question? Okay. See, there are three types of accounts. Personal accounts, related with persons, like debtors, creditors. Thus, in the single entry system, personal accounts to be maintained. Why? Because the businessman will keep only those accounts to whom he is selling goods on credit or purchasing goods on credit. Okay? So those to whom he is selling goods will be debtors on credit, and to whom he is purchasing goods, okay, on credit are termed as creditors. So either he is opting single entry system, or the organization is using double entry system. They have to maintain that personal accounts, because if they don't maintain the personal accounts, then at the time of disputes, conflicts, or in the proof as in the code, they have to show it. That's why in single entry system, everyone wants to know how much amount they have to take, how much amount they have to pay. So all these they have to maintain in single entry and double entry both. Okay. Now what is real account? See this one, the real account. See, real account are those accounts which are really exist. As I told you, it's easy to understand all assets and liabilities except personal account, real account, tangible and intangible assets included in it. Like in this room, I can tell you furniture, electrical appliances, their vehicle, all are assets. These are tangible. Then what about intangible? See, my dear children, intangible assets are those which we cannot see or touch, but have some physical existence like copyright, patent, and goodwill. Yes. Then come to this one, nominal account. Nominal account are those accounts which are transferred to profit and loss account, which are related with maintenance of the business, operating of the business, running of the business, like salary, advertisement, postage, rent, stationery, interest paid, discount paid, commission paid, various accounts of expenses and losses, income and gains are there. But as we just now discussed, this is incomplete system. That's why we will not maintain nominal income. Now next. Which of the following statements will be recorded under single entry system? Depreciation on machine, cash received from debtors, accrued interest. Which of the following statements will be recorded under single entry system? Depreciation on machine, cash received from debtors, accrued interest. See, this type of question. Prepare for that. See, depreciation is an adjustment. He is maintaining incomplete records, a single entry system, that's why he will not enter this depreciation. Then what he will enter? Only cash received. See, on that day when I started that incomplete records chapter, that day I told you, everyone wants to maintain the records, but they can be modified it according to their need, requirement. So single entry system or incomplete records generally opted by those who are working on small scale level. So cash received from debtors, how much amount they received from their debtors, they will enter it. And accrued interest. Accrued interest means interest earned but not received. Do you know about that? In chapter 10, all adjustment I explain you. Yes, outstanding, prepaid, accrued, unearned. These are adjustments to be recorded in incomplete system. Okay, so cash received and accrued interest. Then next, which of the following is not an advantage of single entry system? Not an advantage. Others are advantage. See, simple method. As I told you, there is not required too much knowledge of accountancy. Already the name of system is single entry and it is known as easy way. So simple method, this is advantage. Easy to ascertain profit, this is also an advantage. Just you make one statement. See, okay, I will tell you how to make. This is the statement. Closing capital plus drawings less opening capital less additional capital. These two will be added and subtracted here. Then that will be profit. And even if that amount is negative, we can say this is loss. So it's very easy. No need to make trading, P&L account in this system. This is single entry system. You will make only statement of profit and loss. SO. Okay, so it's easy. Now, easy to ascertain profit is also an advantage. Inexpensive. See, single entry system is very cheap method, less costly method, no need to maintain various accounts, just the businessman will prepare, will make only those accounts which are required by. So what is the not an advantage or what is disadvantage? Say control on asset. This is not the advantage, it's easy to see. Businessman is not maintaining proper balance sheet. So it's not easy for him to control the asset or to know the exact value of it. Now, which of the following is an appropriate formula to evaluate of opening capital? See, capital can be evaluated by this statement also. That's why I told you on that day it's advisable, it is suggestible to find out the answer with this format. Now you want to know this opening capital. Okay, so see the formula, then it will be easy for you. Closing capital plus drawings minus additional capital minus profit. See this one. So with the help of that statement also we can come to know. Now next. Mr. Shikhar had withdrawn rupees 2000 in the beginning of every month for 6 months, and in 31st March 18 calculate interest on drawings, assuming interest on drawings at the rate of 9% per annum. So 2000 in the beginning. Okay, so the answer is B, 52.50. 2000 into 6. Okay, then 9%. Next, accounting records which are not prepared in accordance with the principle of double entry bookkeeping are called. Yes, accounting records which are not prepared in accordance with the principles of double entry bookkeeping are called accounts of incomplete records, legal statements, temporary accounts, none of these. Yes, please. Which are not prepared with the double entry system are known as incomplete or single entry system. Good. Now next. Which among the following do not affect the debtors account? Debtors means those persons, firms or entity who will pay the amount to the business in future because to whom the businessman paid the money or the businessman sold the goods on credit. Generally, credit sales. So do not affect bad debts written off earlier now recovered, credit sales, bad debts, bills receivable dishonor. See, credit sales will increase the value of debtors. Bad debts will reduce the value of debtors because bad debts means the amount which is irrecoverable. Now, bills receivable dishonor. Tell me. Yes. Bills receivable dishonored will increase the value of debtors because the bills receivable which they gave earlier now dishonored. But bad debts written off earlier of previous years now recovered, that will not affect debtors because already we showed that in our accounts as loss. That will affect the cash. So the general entry will be cash account debit to bad debts recovered. It means that is not affecting debtors. Good. Single entry system is more suited for cash transaction, credit transaction, both, any sales purchase. See my dear children, on that day I told you a small vendor, fruit seller, small shopkeeper, they don't have even time and money to maintain all the accounts. And those who deal on cash basis, like I told you, some footpath sellers or some sellers, vendors on bus stand and railway, they sell their goods on cash basis and there is no need to maintain the accounts properly. Just they maintain one cash book only. Then, okay, that is cash. Bad debts written off affect the cash account, creditors account, debtors account, both. Yes, please give me the answer. Bad debts means the amount which is irrecoverable. So to whom it will affect? Yes, it will affect only the debtors because debtors will be reduced. Now, bad debts. Bad debts means those status which are proved bad. They will not give you the money. Next, accounts of incomplete records, single entry system is generally used by companies, government, partnership firm, non-profit organization, NGOs, NPOs. Yes. Answer is D. Incomplete records is generally used by NPOs because partnership firms have to maintain complete records. Companies, government will also have to make complete records. Okay. NPOs which are not registered, we can write unregistered. Unregistered NGOs will prepare their account on incomplete system. Clear? Now see. True or false? Additional capital is deducted from the capital at the end under single entry system. True or false? Yes. See, that's why I told you it is advisable and suggestible to use this format. See what should be added. Sorry. What are to be subtracted? Opening capital and additional capital. Got it? So the answer is true because statement is true. Additional capital introduced during the year, mid of the year, that will be yes, that should be deducted. Increase is not due to profit. Reason that increase in the capital is not due to profit, but additional or fresh introduction of capital. Next, why the total creditor account is prepared? Why creditors account to be prepared by the under the single entry system? It is prepared to find out credit purchase and closing creditors. What is the amount of credit purchase and what are the opening and closing creditors? The creditors account to be prepared. See next. Ram is owner of a small general shop, grocery shop, you can say. Small grocery shop in a town. He is confused about which method he should adopt to prepare his accounting books. If you were in place of Ram, which method will you adopt and why? Yes, please suggest. Very good answer. Ram is an owner of a small grocery shop. He is confused about which method he should adopt. So in place of Ram, if we will suggest that he is the owner of very small grocery shop, then he will use single entry system. And why? Because it is less expensive and easy to maintain. Very good answer. Now next question. A statement of affair is prepared to ascertain dash of the business. See, statement of affair is just like balance sheet. Got it? So, just like balance sheet, the businessman prepares statement of affairs which shows the true financial position, like balance sheet. One side is asset, another side is liabilities, and balancing figure is capital. So the answer is to know the capital. Why is internal check not possible in accounts of incomplete records? See, when I was teaching you the theory of this chapter, that time I told you about that internal assessment and internal checking, fraud, and mishandling of accounts or honesty of the employees we cannot check. It's very difficult because we are not making the complete records, then how we can do the check? So due to lack of double entry principles, it is not possible, and there are more chances of frauds and errors. Now, next question. According to Carter, single entry system ignores the dash aspect of accounting. It's given in the name only. See, double entry system proper follows the accounting system, but single entry system ignore twofold. If closing capital is more than opening capital plus additional capital, the business is in loss. Now come again. Closing capital is more than these two. What will be the result? Profit. Yes. So this statement is false because he will earn the profits. Now, very good. Now see. Which of the following will not be recorded in single entry system? Goods sold 25,000, bills received. Very good. Goods purchased for rupees 30,000, 40% made in cash, bills payable given for the balance. Very good. He will not enter because the sale amount is there. But here, goods sold 15,000, bills receivable 18,000. The amount is different. So he will make the account that 3,000 rupees he is taking extra. Good. Now, see. Mr. Abhishek's additional capital was rupees 1,000. For the month of May 2,000, June 3,000 and on for another 6 months. His drawings were 1/5 of total additional capital. His opening capital was thrice the sum of drawings and additional capital. Closing capital was 4 times the additional capital. Calculate profits or losses. Answer A, loss of rupees 18,000. Please note down this question. Try to do it. If you will be unable to do that, find that answer, I will explain how that 18,000 will be there. See, this type of question is little bit knowledge based, high order thinking skills question in which see thrice and then this is 4 times. Okay, so you will be able to do that then. Next question, again this type of question, we will discuss it in the class. Yes. Which of these would prepare incomplete records? Would prepare, sorry. Which of these would prepare incomplete records? Small vendors supplying spare parts to Tata Motors, small cafe owners dealing mostly on credit basis, small confectionery shop which deals only on cash basis, all of above. Yes, please give the answer. Yes, you are right. Only deals in cash basis. Good. Next. Which of the following cannot be detected under single entry system? Omission of an asset or liability, accurate profits and losses, correct financial position, all of above. See, all are the demerits of single entry system. So we completed this type. The next question, all of above. We cannot find out correct financial position. We cannot calculate accurate profit and losses. Omission of asset and liability will always be there. Which types of accounts are maintained under single entry system? cash book and personal account. This question is same as first, but only this word has been changed. Okay, now this conversion method is not in your course. This year CBSE deleted that part. Okay.